it is great fun, and I think it just adds, you get, I suppose, quite a lot of attention, and lots of people are going, oh, you've got twins, and I think the lovely thing is that they're like best friends, and I think they play together, and they grow up, and you can just see that real bond that they've got, and I think that's just really nice. It was quite scary, quite daunting, but also just really exciting. And I think when we found out the news we were having a girl and a boy, that was that was great as well. Wow, we've got to get two of everything, and obviously, like I say, it was a bigger house, bigger car. Obviously, thinking about a twin buggy is the key thing. I mean, that was absolutely critical to getting about, and especially where we live, it's easy to get into town, go to the park, go swimming and stuff. So you can pretty much take the buggy everywhere. So yeah, that was essential. We certainly had to get a bigger car because we had an older sibling as well. So that was important. Make sure that there's enough room. Also, the other thing that was absolutely critical to us was the twin buggy, side-by-side buggy that we had. And I think the other thing that's really important to consider there is something that can fit through a door, because there are some twins that actually don't fit through some doors. It was hard, really hard. That first 6 months, a year is a really difficult time, and I think the whole feeding piece was really difficult. My wife did try breastfeeding, it lasted a very short period of time, couldn't do it, so then we were doing bottle feeding. So it was literally like, especially I suppose for me, it was up in the night every night for the first 6 months, and it's pretty tiring when you're trying to do the day job as well. So yeah, it's really hard, and then obviously it's still difficult because you still, especially when they start toddling and walking, it's just trying to chase them around and yeah, keep up to speed with them. A bit harder, I think. You still got to carry on doing what you are with your toddler and looking after him, after Benji, but then also you've still got to look after the twins as well. So it's just getting that balance, really. It's quite hard at the start, but you cope, and you find out that you're a bit more resilient than you probably originally thought. The top tips for any parents who are expecting twins is you need to be organised, you need to be prepared, and make sure you've got your key things in. And I think just a bit of research of how to sort of cope and deal with it is probably going to be a good thing. So for any parents expecting twins, the top 3 things that I would absolutely say priority is twin buggy, essential, absolutely what you need. You obviously need your cots and for sleeping. And then the other thing is, obviously, I'd say the bouncer, which is probably the most important thing. So 2 bouncers really important in those early months, just to give you a little bit of a break when you just want to let them just have a little bit of fun and play and relax. I think it was really difficult for him to start with. I think it was like a real shock for him of going, hold on, I've got 2 brothers, brother and a sister coming home. And initially, again, very excited. But yeah, the first 6 months were quite hard because obviously just trying to make sure that we were giving him enough attention, as we had to have so much attention to the twins. So yeah, it's quite difficult, and I think it was quite hard for him.